Good morning, everybody. Lisa Irwin, welcome. Welcome, Mike. Lisa, I have to take the kids to the bus, but I will be back. I got mine on the bus like at 7:30 this morning. He's been gone for a while. Anyhow, hope everyone's doing good. And guys, my stream from yesterday, I put it on private. And then this morning when I got time, I put it up on for the members only, because I am handling some pretty filthy language in it, because I was really pissed off. I mean, if I could have got a hold of that person yesterday, it wouldn't have been good. But anyhow, we're not going to talk about that loser anymore. We're just going to ghost that person. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I usually try to do. But hell, you get aggravated when you keep blocking somebody on an account and they keep coming back harassing you. Hey, Cement Shoes. How are you and Melissa doing? So this morning I thought we'd do some true crime news. I saw something about the Kiely Rodni case. Her boyfriend spoke out in a little Facebook a video. He said it was insanely effed up. So I thought we would read that. I don't know a lot about the case, so y'all's going to have to help me out because I've not been following it. I know she disappeared August 4th. I know she had been to a big party at a campground. She texted her mom, said she'd be home. I think she texted a friend or called a friend, and then she just disappeared. Now, they have confirmed that it is her body. I got another article about that. They're just waiting on autopsy results, and she was the only one in the car. Here's what's crazy about this. The police had searched that body of water and didn't find her. A venture with purposes went there. Of course, they got some fancy equipment, sonar equipment, and they found her on day 2 of searching. I think she was like in 14 feet of water. I wonder what happened to her. I usually speculate, but I don't know a lot about this case, so I'm just going to wait for the autopsy to come back to give my, to talk about that. But I'm just wondering what happened. I mean, did she accidentally drive in there? Did someone do something to her? I guess we're not going to know all of that. Hey, Sunnyside, Amber K, a lot of conspiracy theories. Yeah. When I discuss these cases, sometimes I'll be like, well, this is possible or this is possible. But I don't like them crazy conspiracy theories. Hey, Bama Cat, good morning. We will see we just have to wait and see what happened. I mean, anything's possible. It could have been an accident or it could have been murder. I mean, I wonder if she was intoxicated. It's just strange. She called her mom, said she'd be home or text her. Let's see what this says. Let me see if I can screen share on this stupid Chromebook. The toxicology report is key. Yeah. Somebody may have spiked her drink at a party. She could have messed with her. She could have drove into the water on accident. Hey, Hibiscus, it's weird. Where they first started searching at is where they found her, I reckon, from what I've read. Like I said, y'all's going to help me out. I don't know a lot about this. Don't she look like Gabby Petito, kind of, in a way, with the blonde hair and stuff? She's a pretty girl. Kiely Rodni's former boyfriend opened up Monday after police announced the missing girl's vehicle was found in a California reservoir with the body inside. Officials pulled a Honda SRV out of Prosser Creek Reservoir on Sunday as darkness fell over the area where 16-year-old Kiely disappeared on August 5th. Kiely had been at a graduation party with hundreds of other people at the Prosser family campground when she vanished. Shortly after midnight on August 6th, Kiely texted her mother to say she was headed home, and a few minutes later called a friend. She was not seen or heard from again, prompting an intensive multi-agency search of the area. I hope I'm saying these names right. The Placer County Sheriff's Office confirmed the discovery of the car and a body on Sunday. During a Monday afternoon press conference, they added that although they don't have official confirmation of the identity of the body, they believe it's Kiely. There was only one body found inside the vehicle, police said. Well, there's another article, and they're confirming that it is her. I saw that this morning. Let's see what else it says. We'll listen to that little guy's video. An underwater search and dive team at Ventures with Purpose found the team's vehicle first, then contacted police. Doug Bishop, a representative for the search team, said Monday that they found Kiely's SUV within a day of searching several bodies of water in California. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, Bishop said that although it hasn't been officially confirmed, he was sure that a medical examiner would identify the body as that of Kiely within the next few days. Bishop added that all of the information collected during the search and investigation hasn't been divulged since there is an ongoing investigation by numerous law enforcement agencies, including the FBI. We will be working with authorities to share this knowledge over the next couple of days. It is always our mission to promote and share the techniques we utilize so that our purpose can help as many people as possible, Bishop said. Pretty girl. Oh my goodness, what happened to her? Bishop said the team decided to search the bodies of water, although local law enforcement told them not to, and that authorities had already searched the area extensively. Nevada County Sheriff Captain Sam Brown responded Monday that police did not say that area had been extensively searched. However, he added the search team's claim that law enforcement told them to not search the area is probably not accurate. Well, why would they lie about that? These are some good guys. We never gave any indication we knew where Kiely was at, Brown said. Police said they are appreciative of the search organization for their assistance, adding that they're also appreciative of volunteers who previously swam in waters while trying to find the team. According to the California Highway Patrol, there's a lot of factors in the case that could take anywhere from several days to several weeks to get through. Cause of death has not been determined. An autopsy is scheduled for Tuesday. Toxicology tests will be performed, but the results could take up to 4 to 6 weeks, police said. Well, we know that's true because of the Tammy Daybell case. It took months and months to get her toxicology back. Now, let's see what her former boyfriend was saying. I felt bad for him. He looked like he's about to cry. He's a cute little feller. If it'll play, guys.
I'd like to release a type of
Go full screen if it will.
Personal statement on all of this, hear this, that like this wasn't insanely fucked.
I'm gonna have to mute.
Situation. And it still is insanely.
It doesn't want to load for me, guys.
I still don't know how to process it. And I don't think I'm ever going to be able to process it. I know that it fucking hurts.
Mute.
I know that it hurts.
It will not mute.
For everyone that and I just wanted to say thank you for everyone that put the effort in.
That's beautiful.
It means a lot to me. And tried so. I'm sure it means a lot to our hard. Because she wouldn't want us to sit around sad as fuck all the time. She wants us to be happy. She wants us to be safe. She wants us to have a good life. It's all she ever wanted from me. It's a lot to her too. because she wouldn't want us to sit around sad and struggle all the time. I put this on the news. She wants us to be happy.
But they put it on the
She wants us to be safe. And she wants us to have a good life. That's all she ever wanted for anyone. Each and every one of you.
It will not freaking me.
To live the way that Kiely would want you. I want to go fully public with it. Like, I'm not trying to put this on the news and everything. But I just want to post your friends.
The stupid Chromebook, it wouldn't even let me click on the mute.
From now
so
on.
Crazy. And it will not load up. I'm going to have to get a laptop. It's driving me crazy. Hold on, guys. I don't know if y'all can still hear me or not, but it's not wanting to pull my StreamYard up. Can you provide a map? Already searched places they found her in the area? Good question. Good question. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear me, because I can't get my StreamYards to sing. Let me give it a minute. See. It doesn't. Let me X out of that and see. Hey, Melanie. Good morning. Okay. Now, I think I'm back. Brought Kiely home. Hey, preschool granny. I don't know, but they should. Do y'all remember? Damn, my Wi-Fi's bad, and I'm sitting right beside of it. I may have to start streaming from my phone. Do y'all remember when the jail guard broke that guy out of jail? Anyways, the man that reported where they was at, he didn't get the bail money for a while, I don't think. I think people, you hear me fine? Okay. Well, I couldn't get my StreamYards to load back up when I switched there. Let's see what else it's saying about her. Let me pull it back up. I had to X out. There's an article confirming about her body. Then maybe we can watch some news things about it if I can get it to play. This Chromebook does not want to work when I'm streaming. If I'm just using it to look up stuff, it loads up really quick. But if I try to share something or go back to StreamYards, it doesn't want to work. Piece of crap. One of these days I'm going to take a hammer to it. Okay, sheriff confirms body found in California reservoir is of missing teen girl Kiely Rodni. The Placer County Sheriff's Office confirmed Tuesday the body pulled out of California reservoir earlier this week was that of the 16-year-old. The Placer County Sheriff's Office and Nevada County Sheriff's Office are in communication with Kiely's family, and our deepest condolences go to them during this extremely difficult time, both departments said in a joint statement, according to Fox News. Officials pulled a vehicle out of Prosser Creek Reservoir on Sunday as darkness fell over the area where Kiely disappeared on August 5th. She had been at a graduation party with hundreds of other people at Prosser Family Campground when she vanished. And it goes on to say, shortly after midnight on August 6th, Kiely texted her mother to say she was headed home. A few minutes later, called a friend. Not been heard from again, prompting an intensive multi-agency search of the area. The Placer County Sheriff's Office confirmed the discovery of the car and a body on Sunday. I saw a news conference about it. It's about an hour long. As the sun set over the reservoir Sunday, a KCRA helicopter captured the slow process of removing the vehicle from the water. When it reached the shore, investigators quickly covered it with tarps before pulling it the rest of the way onto the flatbed tow truck and driving away. Yeah, usually when they find a body in the car, I've noticed they don't get the body out of the car right there. They usually put it on a tow truck, taking it to the coroner's office, then doing it. That's the way they did when Susan Smith drowned her kids. Can you imagine being a dive team and finding a body, especially children. That one guy that found Susan Smith's kids, when he found the car, one of the little boy's hands was pressed up against the window, like trying to get out. Okay, Divers with Adventures with Purpose, which is an underwater sonar search and recovery dive team helping families locate missing loved ones underwater, found the vehicle Saturday while using divers and sonar. The team scoured nearby Donner Lake and other small bodies of water on what would have been Kiely's route home. And that night, they began a search of Prosser Creek Reservoir on Sunday. 2:30 p.m., the team posted that it found the car with Rodney's body inside. You know what they need to go search next? Thank God for these guys. These guys are awesome. They need to go search those bodies of water that they searched when they was looking for Jennifer Dulos, because they might have missed something. Because they've still never located her body. Okay, let's see. Cause of death not determined. Autopsy was scheduled for Tuesday. Toxicology will also be performed, but that could take up to 6 weeks. Tammy Daybell's took a hell of a lot longer than that for some reason. I don't know what the holdup with that was. Prayers for Kiely's family and her friends. Oh, gosh, I just can't imagine losing a child, y'all. I mean, I just can't. I know I've got subscribers that's lost children, and I just don't know how they've got through it. I've been watching Mama Tot on TikTok. She's TikTok famous, and her son was murdered. He went to sell a little bit of weed. He had a job. He was just selling some weed to some people on the side, and they shot him in the shoulder, and he died. It must have hit a main artery or something. But I don't know. She's a strong lady. Because I don't know how she does it. She seems to be doing pretty good, but she got her a bird as an emotional support animal. I think the body may have to be in a vehicle, or it's easier for the sonar if they are in the vehicle. Oh, really? See, I always think about those poor boys, Oren and Orson, or however you spell it. Yeah, I mean, whatever happened to them? I know the foster parents or adoptive parents were arrested for murder. But what did they do to those little boys? Where did they put them? Because they have searched high and low for them. Just like with Jennifer Dulos. We may never know what happened to Oren and Orson or Jennifer Dulos. Now, with Jennifer Dulos, we know that she was murdered because the amount of blood that was in her garage. No, they said that no one could have survived that, losing that much blood. But where did he put her body? They've searched lakes in different states where Fotis, as they call him, Fotis Dulos, used to water ski. They found nothing. My first pregnancy ended in miscarriage at 8 weeks. Oh, bless your heart, hibiscus. Prayers, hun. That's hard, going through miscarriage and stuff. I have followed people on YouTube and TikTok that's went through that. I watched a video yesterday. Where did my StreamYard picture go? I watched a video yesterday, and this woman was filming her little girl sitting up on the couch, a little toddler girl. And the title of the video is The Day Before, and she had her daughter's name, passed away. This little girl was battling cancer. She felt good enough to sit up on the couch and have some juice in her little sippy cup. And she was singing, I love you, you love me. And it brought me to tears because she died the next day after that video was filmed. Just like Suzanne Morphew, I hope they do find her one day soon so she can get forgot about her. I forgot about her. What in the hell did Barry do with her? He done something to her now. Come on. He found out. Here's what I think happened with that case. She was outside laying in the sun that day. I think she disappeared. She had her phone out there. She had seen her boyfriend. She was seeing like a picture of her, I guess, and been texting him. I think Barry came out there and grabbed that phone, found out about the fire, and killed her. He shot her with one of them darts, probably. You shoot animals with. I think he snapped and killed her because he found out she was having an affair. I bet he was a pure dick to live with, y'all. Can you imagine living with Barry Morphew? Not me. She was going to leave his butt. She had an appointment with the lawyer. She didn't get to make that appointment though. Anyways, that's all I had about Kylie's case. Let me see something. I was listening to a news thing this morning. Where's my phone? I'm gonna play it from my phone. I'm not going through this screen sharing robot and crap. I swear, bless my mom's heart, she asked the dumbest questions about my kid. She asks the dumbest stuff sometimes. Just being a grandmother, I guess. Let's see. Not that one. It was this one. I'm just gonna play this from my phone, guys. Says the advocates he gave her hell about taking her pain pills when she had cancer. Hey, Red Rhyme. I mean, when you got cancer and stuff, you need them pain pills.
Teenager in California. Tonight, authorities have now confirmed that Kiely Rodni's car has been found in a lake not far from where she disappeared, and that human remains have been discovered. A volunteer group finding the car 14 feet underwater. So how did they find it? Search teams had been there before. Here's our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, tonight.
Tonight, the weeks-long search for missing teenager Kiely Rodni ended just yards from where it began. Late Sunday, a team from the volunteer group Adventures with Purpose with that stunning find. Just 2 days after beginning its search. Using cutting-edge sonar technology, they detected an object that they discovered to be a vehicle in 14 feet of water, 55 feet offshore. Today, authorities confirming it was Rodni's vehicle with human remains inside.
The lake was extensively searched with side sonar, with an ROV. We had divers, we had swimmers. If you look at the amount of man hours that went into it, it was like over 15,000. And I know it's even higher than that now.
Law enforcement say they plan to debrief Adventures with Purpose about their methods. Initially, the case was treated as a possible abduction because early on August 6th, both Rodni and her car had vanished without a trace. Authorities widely circulating this image of Rodni captured on surveillance video in the last outfit she was seen in.
That night, she attended
a party at the Prosser family campground near Truckee, a community north of Lake Tahoe. There were several hundred other teens there, many of whom were drinking. Her mother said she got a text from Rodni saying she was heading home, but an hour later at 12:30 a.m., her cell phone pinged for the last time near the lake where her vehicle was eventually found.
Dad and Grandpa were on scene in less than 2 minutes.
That must have been pretty difficult.
Yeah, it's very tragic,
That's Doug Bishop.
At that point, we were, all hope for her coming home was gone. They were very frustrated with how things played out.
And David, tonight, the Rodni family issuing a statement saying, in part, Kiely will surely remain with us, even though we will not get her back. Now, an autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow. Law enforcement has not yet positively identified those remains as Kiely's. They believe them to be hers. They say this is still
they've confirmed it now. They've confirmed that it is her now. I mean, could she have been intoxicated and drove in that lake on accident? Could somebody put something in her drink or something? Could somebody have met her there at the lake, done something to her, then pushed her car into the lake? I don't know. Anything's possible, though. My son passed away a few hours after birth, born at 30 weeks. Hibiscus. Oh, my goodness. When I was pregnant with Timothy, my friend's friend had a stillborn baby. She took pictures of the baby. The baby almost looked black to me, like it's not black African American, like its skin, it was black looking. You know what I mean? And it was so sad, and it just made me worried the whole time I was pregnant. They actually told me my son was going to have Down syndrome. They did some kind of blood test or something. He don't have Down syndrome. He's healthy as a horse. The only thing about when I had Timothy is he come out face down. His face was down towards the bed. Lack of oxygen causes that. Oh, okay. It was so little. Like it was, she probably wasn't but about 7 months pregnant maybe. They had that fight club at the party too, and she could have got hurt accidentally, killed in a fight. Yeah, yeah. And who's to say that really was her texting her mom? Somebody could have had her phone. But then I read she called a friend after that. I've watched many cases on the ID channel and the Oxygen channel where teens have been out partying and then one of them ends up dead, and usually it's by the hands of another teen that's jealous. I watched one a while back. It was like during the 80s, early 80s. They was partying up in the woods, and then, then everybody left real late, and then the next day they found one of the girls' bodies there. And it was like years later before they found the killer, and it was another female that killed her. Yeah. And then you got the, let's see, what was that one case? It was solved like 30 years later. It happened in California. This girl wasn't very nice to people at school. She was really popular. And she wasn't very nice to people. And this one girl took enough of her crap and she snapped on her and stabbed her to death. Right on that other girl's doorstep. She was trying to get in her house. Parents wasn't home. Well, it was years later, like 30 years later, before they found out that it was one of her female classmates that killed her. And everybody was blaming someone that dressed in goth, another girl that went to that school, because she dressed different. She had to change high schools and everything. She wrote a book about it, and I've watched the movie about it too. She was completely innocent, and they ruined her reputation, about bullied her to death. Hey, Clancy. That's the friend that lied about everything. Cops say Kylie's phone was turned off at 12:33. Friend said Kiely called her at 12:36. So she probably, they're going to be able to see if Kiely actually made that phone call. But just because she made a phone call, just because there was a phone call from Kylie's phone to another phone, doesn't mean that Kiely made that call. I mean, I'm not blaming that girl. I mean, I don't even know her name, but I'm just saying that it's possible. She could have made that phone call herself. There has been a lot of instances. I told y'all about one where a lawyer's son was dating this girl, and she had been dating another boy. Well, she lured that a lawyer's son up in the woods, and that other boy came out and killed him. This happened when I was a little bitty girl. I'm trying to think of that lawyer's name. It's Donald. He was real popular around here. He represented Mary Pease at her murder trial. There's an A&E documentary about that. It's not Huck Honeycutt. I can't think of his name. Phone records should show phone calls and time of call duration. Exactly. And they got this technology now. Even if you erase text messages, they can pull up those messages. I don't know about on burner phones. I know on contract phones they can. But phones like mine, what they call a burner phone, prepaid phone, I don't think they can track that too good. Anyways, let's see what's else is going on here. Because I saw a little 14-year-old girl took her life because she was bullied literally to death. Harassing me. I don't care if you got bad nerves. I don't care if you got PTSD. They just want to hurt you and see you die. I'm telling you. Daughter lived with mother's corpse for more than a year after she died. Okay, we'll read that in a minute. I want to find that about that little girl that was bullied. Oh my God, there is that ugly bitch, Lori Vallow. Oh my gosh, she got black eyebrows. We'll read that in a minute. It's talking about that Netflix documentary. Let's see. Nancy Grace, how many articles you got on here, Annie? This one should have been right at the top. Hold on, I'll find it, guys. Right here it is. My baby just gave up. Bullied. 14-year-old girl on life support after suicide attempt. Oh, I thought she died. But that's still bad. She's on life support. She probably won't come out of it. I pray that she does. Let me see if I can get this pulled up. Give me just a second, guys. This loads so slow. Okay. Let's see if we can screen share this because we need to share her picture. You're sounding robotic. Better now. Okay. Thank you, Mike. It's a stupid Chromebook. I wish I hadn't ruined my laptop. I will never, ever leave a device on my porch again, even though it's a covered porch, because the rain blew in. Even though my laptop was closed, it ruined it. It's broke my heart. Okay, there's the little sweetheart is. She's got pretty hair. Bless her heart. She looks like a sweet kid. Let's see. 14-year-old Missouri girl reportedly on life support after bullying at school led her to attempt suicide earlier this month. On August 8th, Mary Butler found her daughter's Spirit unresponsive on the floor. KDSK reported that Spirit's parents had multiple meetings with staff at Riverview Gardens High School about ongoing physical, emotional, and online bullying targeting her daughter. Spirit is reportedly on life support following the suicide attempt. Let me get that down. Mary said doctors are waiting for the word to take the 14-year-old off life support. Oh, my goodness. My baby is in that hospital, and they're saying she's not coming home because of this, Mary said during a Facebook Live broadcast. My baby's not going to be able to be with me in my future. She didn't deserve this. Gosh. Okay, the mother alleged that Spirit has been bullied since 6th grade. She also claims she spoke to officials when it started and a counselor was supposed to have one-on-one time with Spirit. According to the mother, that never occurred and the bullying continued. Mary claims school officials continued to assure her that they would watch her daughter. She explained that Spirit started acting out in school to get suspended to avoid being bullied. Spirit, who would have been a freshman, reportedly tried to kill herself before the school year started. I feel like my baby just gave up, the mother commented. My baby hung herself in the closet. Oh my gosh, I just got chills. Riverview Gardens School District declined to comment on the nature of the allegations posed by Spirit's mother, citing student privacy concerns. Screw their damn privacy. They told KDSK Riverview Gardens School District takes bullying very seriously. Really? Don't look like you did. While we can't publicly discuss student matters, the district strives to create a safe, welcoming learning environment for all scholars. And we are committed to supporting students' social and emotional health. Well, you sure didn't support this one because she's on life support and the doctors are just waiting for the family to say the word to take her off. Now, the mother went down there and tried to do something about this bullying. Here's my advice. If your kid's going through this at school, this is what I would do. My kid would be yanked out of that school. He would be yanked out of that school, homeschooled, or going to another school. There ain't no way I'm going to allow my kid to go to school knowing that there's little assholes there that's going to be mean to him. Actually, my son got in a fight last year. He got in a fight with the boy, and he whipped him pretty good. They both got in trouble. The other boy started it, and Timothy finished it for him. My mom went down there and raised hell. But it's God's wonder if they didn't get cuffed and stuff for that. But I've always taught Timothy, you don't start nothing, but you don't take nothing either, son. That's the way I've raised him. He's kind to everybody. I'll see if I can mute myself. I doubt it. I want to listen to her.
All right, thank y'all for tuning in to Bob News. We are going to be doing a cold interview with the Brown page. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. We are here with the mother of the child.
My mouth, see if I can.
Child who attempted to hang herself from being bullied.
And they wanted to reach out to us. Well, actually, did reach out to us.
Wanted to reach out to us. Well, actually, did reach out to us. and they're utilizing our platform to be her voice today. So for starters, introduce yourself.
Mary Butler. My child name is Mary Butler. My child name is Barry Butler. Yeah.
My name is Tiara Saunders. I'm her best friend.
Okay. All right. So look, let's start from the top. Could you guys tell us what we're here for today? Take your time.
Yeah, I want to bring more light to bullying. St. Louis kids are in so much danger and they are so afraid of coming to school and no one speaking out. There's no telling what these kids going through behind closed doors. Because I didn't have no idea mine was going to be this hard, this going through this much trouble. Um, I reached out to the schools. I came up here so much, it was ridiculous to nothing get resolved. I feel like my poor baby didn't deserve this, and I feel like I'm so angry, and somebody needs to pay for this. But at the same time, I can't blame the kids for being hurt because it started at home. A lot of our kids are broken, and they don't have support, and we ain't loving each other like we should. So
Take your time, breathe. Take your time.
my baby is fighting life because she was scared to start at school with these same bullies. And I feel like we gotta do something with the school district. We gotta do something. We gotta do something with the principals and the parents. We have to start bringing bully awareness to the front screen because other than that, it will be overlooked and it will continue to happen and more kids will be hurt and damaged. And I don't want nobody kid to end up like my baby. My baby is in a hospital and they saying she's not gonna come home because of this. So I feel like I just I just don't want to just let her lay there without getting her some type of justice. Just something because my baby didn't deserve this. My baby is so sweet.
Take your time, breathe.
Take your time.
Everybody got some water.
It got to be something done. It's so many parents been reaching out since my story been out there, letting me know that they going through the same things. And it need more light. It need more light. We need more parents. We need more people to stand up and fight for our kids. They are our future, and we need them to be bright. My baby's not gonna be able to be with me in my future, and I don't want nobody to go through this. She didn't deserve this. She didn't deserve this, and I just want somebody to help my baby to like. These kids are behind closed doors. We was see them smiling and happy, but our kids are hurting. They hurting, and us as parents, we so used to telling our kids to be strong and man up, and our kids are not strong. They are weak. And I tried to tell my baby because she kept coming to me, telling me about this every day. She would look over her shoulders while walking to the court because she was so afraid. And I would tell my baby, you gotta fight one of them just so they can stop. And I shouldn't have told her that because my baby not a fighter at all. She not a fighter at all. And now I'm hurt and I feel so weak. And I feel like I need a change. I feel like somebody got to pay for this. I'm angry. I'm angry and I'm lost and I'm disturbed. And I just don't know what to do but to reach out to others. I got to speak for my child. She can't speak for herself.
All right, I want you to take a breath. Give her a sip of water. I want you to take a breath. Take a sip of water. Let's try to rewind just a tad bit. When did this issue first start that you remember?
Well, with the incidents with the kids,
Yes.
My baby been having issues since sixth grade here. Since sixth grade, I've been up here constantly, like constantly. Um, every year it got worse. Every year it just got overlooked at. They supposed to have a counselor come step in the school to pull my baby out of class to give her a little one-on-one, see where her mind at and stuff. The counselors wasn't even getting my baby out of class. They wasn't trying to see how my baby was or how she was doing. My baby would come home and tell me, "Oh, mama, they mess with me again. They mess with me again, and then nobody want to help me." Like she would tell these teachers and the principals, they not doing nothing. They not doing anything, and I feel like my baby just gave up. She feel like nobody was hearing her, and that's why I'm here.
So when she was telling them, or when you guys were, did you ever like speak with any of the administration staff, the principals, the
Yes,
counselors, or anything?
yes.
What was their resolve that they said they would do to help this issue?
They'll watch her. They'll check on her more, but wasn't. They wasn't watching her. They wasn't checking on her more. The counselor's supposed to be picking her up out of class 3 times a week. They wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing that. And then they want to make it seem like my baby was being bad. My baby was trying to act out so she could get in trouble to stay home.
I just want everybody to
So
know
my
that
baby did anything to try to
y'all need
stay
to
from
watch
going
our
to
kids
school.
and y'all
My
need
baby was so happy to
to
start
listen to
school,
them.
to see her
And
being so happy, and
whenever
then
they
all of a
going
sudden I have
through
to push her to
trouble
go to
for their
school.
kids,
I feel
these
so
get
horrible.
home every time that phone ring.
Okay,
Do
so
my
the
baby
school
out
year has
very
not
out jump
started this year, correct?
Yeah. She was gonna go to high school and she wanted me to high, so she asked me to try to get her in a new school district, and that's sad too. Our kids feel like it's only so many limitations of school they can go to due to area code, and that's not fair. Our kids are my baby basically said that she was like, "Ma, I don't want to go there," and I told her to wait a little bit longer because I was gonna get her in a new school. And like, not even 5 minutes later, I come out the bathroom. My baby hung herself. My baby hung herself in the closet. She hung herself. Oh my
she
God.
felt
I
that
can't do this.
that's why she was getting picked on, and we got
I
to
can't do
stop letting these
I
kids
can't
think that our black is
I can't do
not
this.
beautiful.
because that's sad. We are here to be with each other and uplift each other. Our black is beautiful. To see my baby hung herself is the same thing that parents and teachers and so what do they say to us? What do they say? That's not how it should be. Our kids should not be hanging themselves.
And for me to be at home every
Our
time the
kids
phone
cutting
rings
their
with my
wrists, all
baby,
type
I
of
worry,
stuff
I
that these
jump, I
kids
ran.
going through, and I
Shouldn't no
come to
parent
your
have to live
story
accountable?
and let me know how
Everybody
it
need
went
to
with
be
you and your
accountable
kids.
for
I
something that needs
really
to be
support you
done.
all, and I'm glad you all supporting me because all the uncles, cousins, teachers,
Every day, Mom, they was talking about me. Some of the coolest stuff to my baby. My baby already had low self-esteem.
take these phones out of these schools. The phones
watch these kids one on one. Like literally, they don't have
definitely have something to do.
to teach the
More
teachers.
They have like little secret groups where their kids are fighting in bathrooms, beating up to prove they throwing and stuff just so that everybody else can see it, so they can feel like they are not right. It's not right.
So she attempted.
My baby.
We got this thing. Got the last
I'm just hoping for a miracle. I'm so proud.
Bless her heart. This, I mean, I do want to say something. Our kids, Hispanic kids, black kids. Before were this 13-year-old girl. She was being bullied so bad at school. There should be zero tolerance for bullying someone. You're suspended indefinitely. That's the way it should be. Hey, Cheryl. I'm not probably going to be very popular. Let me see if I can go back up. Yes, in there, and she's being bullied about to Brooklyn. Can y'all hear me now? This stupid Chromebook. Deborah, this is a fact. Public school teachers are told not to speak about any kind of bullying because it only causes more problems in the schools. The schools are afraid of getting sued. And here is another thing. Like if you report a kid for bullying your kid and they get took to the office and stuff, it is possible to make the bullying worse. Now, when that woman said she told her baby the wrong thing, you got to at least fight one. It sounds like something I would tell Timothy. I hope she don't beat herself up over that because I know what she's saying. Usually, if you stand up to a bully, they back their ass down. Bullies are cowards. And y'all probably didn't hear my story I was telling about when I was in 8th grade. And I had 8th grade science with this boy named Eugene that he stuttered. He was super smart though. And this old bitch that was on the cheerleading team with me, We had to make a science group. We had to name it. She wanted to name it Cecil because Eugene's name was Eugene Cecil. And I raised hell, cussed her out, called her a whore and everything. Because I got really mad and upset about that because Eugene used to help me out a lot. He was very kind. And anyways, I got took to the office, got in-school suspension. Miss Edwards asked me after school. She's like, "Why'd you do that, Celeste? You usually not like that." And I explained it to her. Well, that was on a Friday. We was getting out for Easter break. Saturday, Eugene went fishing with his elderly dad, dropped his tackle box over the boat, reached over to get it. He fell in the water, went down, hit his head on something, and he drowned. The water was it was cold. Anyways, after the Easter break, we went back to school, and there was that stupid Hope. Her name was Hope. I can't stand that bitch. Still to this day. Over there crying and boo-hoo, and I told her they wasn't no use to cry now, honey. You bullied him all the time, made little remarks, making fun of him, wanted to name a science group after him. I always liked him. And then, like, I don't know if y'all heard me, like, I think it was a couple years ago, I read a story. I think the little girl was from Florida, but she wasn't but like 11, 12, 13 years old, and she committed suicide because she was being bullied. See, back in the day when I was in school, you just got bullied at school. Now these kids have got to deal with their online stuff because a lot of kids have TikToks and things like that. Yeah, her guilt had to be massive. She wasn't nothing but an old bitch with the nose that was turned up like a damn pug, and she thought her crap didn't stink because she was a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader too. I was kind to people, always kind to people. I went to school with this one girl who had a glass eye. She was real heavy set. Her name was Becky. I won't say their last name. She lived with her grandfather, and he was crazy as hell. He used to walk around town with his damn oxygen tank and his damn gun in his holster. But anyways, her eye got shot out with a BB gun, and people used to give her hell, and I would get on to them, and then she just became really mean and nasty, and you can't blame her, but she was nasty to everybody, even if you was trying to be nice to her, because she had just been bullied so much. Always the ones with the noses. Yeah, she won like homecoming and everything. And I'm like, what in the hell is people liking about this little bitch? When I see them out in public, I don't speak to them. My nose is turned up in the air. I don't got nothing to say to those people. I can't help it if it happened back in high school and they might have learned and grown from the situation. I don't care. I don't like them still to this day. I don't like cross-eyed Brandy either. She was a big bully. I prefer bullies were punished at school in front of everyone. They were to bring back the damn paddle and paddle their damn ass. Did you ever get a paddling in school? I never did. They quit paddling like, I don't know. I was in second or third grade, I guess. I saw a little boy when I was in kindergarten. His name was Travis, got paddled. I don't like somebody putting their hands on my kid. Hell no. I think you should teach your kids to be kind to other people. Have compassion and empathy for other people. That's the way my son is. He is just like me. He has a big heart. He's kind to people. He takes up for other kids, but he won't take no shit from you. I love the wealthy adult bully. Yeah, this one thought she was wealthy because her dad worked in the coal mines. Newsflash. Mine worked too, a union job, and owned 2 bars. I didn't act like that. My cousin bullied me until I literally knocked his 2 front teeth out after my dad taught me how to punch. Hell yeah, cement shoes. Yeah. I always taught Timothy, bullies are cowards. And if you stand up to them, they will back down. That's what I did to cross-eyed Brandy. She's like, I'm going to kick your ass after lunch. I was like, let's not wait till lunch. Let's get it now. Right in the bathroom, girls' bathroom. She backed down. I told her that day, I said, it ain't my fault your daddy's your mommy's first cousin. Mad at the world over it. I probably shouldn't have said that to her, but hey, she went around bullying that girl. I was talking about Becky with the glass eye and everything. I don't speak to that old bitch when I see her out either. My dad got in hot water with my mom over it. Hey, you know, fighting's not always the answer. Hey, but don't you let nobody run over you. That's what I've taught my son. Y'all might not agree with it, but don't let nobody run over you. Don't start nothing, but damn sure don't take nothing. And don't worry about getting in trouble at home. You won't get in trouble for it, you know. Um, if your kid's being bullied at school and it just keeps happening, you probably should take them to another school if that is possible. Get them in another school. Just take them out of school completely, homeschool them, and go to the school board and start posting about it all over social media. Who was that one person that said their daughter had Down syndrome and being bullied? Was that Brooklyn? You need to post it. You need to post it all over social media, tagging that school. I don't know if it'll make things worse on the little girl at school or not. That's bullshit. Special needs child being bullied. I think there should be some kind of law that these kids get in trouble, get cuffed and stuff for bullying. Because bullying people, even bullying an adult, can push certain people over the edge. And some people, these weirdos on social media and stuff, they want to push you over the edge. They don't care if you go commit suicide. But they don't care. They don't care if you got PTSD or bad nerves. They do not care. All they want to do is hurt you because they're so jealous of you. I was always, me too, standing up for the underdog because we had some really bad teachers. So I always stuck my nose in where. Hey, my son told me something yesterday. He said the gym coach always stood behind the girls when they were bending over, having to touch the floor doing exercises. And I was like, is he looking at them? He's like, yeah, he stares at their butt, Mom. I don't know what to do about that. I was bullied during my entire elementary and junior high school years. It made me the strong person I am now. I don't take crap from anyone. Cheryl, it's awful. Somebody done you that way. People done you that way. I remember there was this girl, Tessa, I went to school with. She was real quiet. She actually turned out to be a beautiful girl. She was real quiet. Didn't get no trouble. Made straight A's. But her and her little friends, they weren't, that popular. One of them was heavy set and stuff. But anyways, people started this rumor that they was lesbians, that they was gay. And I can remember Tessa in the locker room crying her eyes out. And I remember telling her, don't worry about it. So what if you was? She said, but it's not true. I said, being gay is not a bad thing. But they was trying to make her feel like being gay was just awful. It wasn't socially accepted in my school. I'm not a fan of confrontation, but if necessary, then it is what it is. But no one will ever bully my kid. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either because I go batshit crazy. I am dangerous as a cocked gun when I'm mad. And it takes a lot to get me that way. So I don't like confrontation because I'm afraid I might hurt somebody. Seriously, choke them out or something. If I could have got a hold of that weirdo yesterday, they'd have been choked out. They'd been damn slammed to the ground, body slam. That's what my parents told me, broken. Just don't start it, but make sure you finish it. That's right. And I've told Tim, don't matter if you get your ass whooped. They'll know you've been there, baby. But I stressed to him, do not start anything, which he's not that type of kid anyways. He's not a smart aleck. He's very polite and kind and stuff. I can remember a story of tough looking motorcycles visiting a boy that was being bullied by the neighborhood. Well, the boy stopped. Oh, really? That's sad. When we was listening to that mom talk about her daughter on life support, said the little girl, walking down the street having to look over her shoulder. Now, that's bullcrap. If it's gone that far, pull that kid out of school. The hell with what the school says. Pull them out of school, find them a different school, or homeschool them yourself. There's no sense in letting a kid keep on going. This is just my opinion. Keep going back and keep getting mistreated. And sometimes these teachers mistreat the special needs kids. I've saw it on the news, videos of them. Jerking these kids around and hitting these nonverbal kids. Now, if you're going to be a special ed teacher, any kind of teacher, you need some damn patience and some love in your heart. This isn't going to be a popular question, but I'm likely around the mother's age in my 30s. Are we raising weak kids? Are we raising kids to keep taking it until self-harm happens? Good question, Remy. See, a lot of us, like my mom is strong-willed, but I've not always been that strong of a person. Over the years, I've become a very strong person. Sometimes I guess it's just the personality of somebody. Like her mom seems like a really strong lady that's not going to take your stuff. But the little girl seemed really sensitive and laid back, and she was probably scared of those girls. They need to be kicked off the damn cheerleading team. Is that what they want representing their school? People that bully someone into they take their life? I worry every day, Cece, every single day, because I really don't want to go to jail. I know, me either. But when it comes to my son, I'll go to jail and do it standing on my damn head. I don't give a damn. It wouldn't be the first time I was cuffed stuff. My kids are not weak, nor are they bullies. My grandson faced a bully in kindergarten. Sounds like Timothy, Lisa. He's always, helping kids out. There's a little boy that's his age that's in a wheelchair. He's born with, oh my gosh, what is that? Is it multiple sclerosis or something? But anyways, Timothy will push him around school and stuff and help him out. That little boy likes to do things himself, but Timothy helps him out. Just ridiculous. I'm lost for words that schools allow this. There should be zero tolerance for bullies. Zero tolerance. If they're caught bullying, they need to be expelled from school forever. Forever. It's like that one case we was talking about, that cheerleader. She was mean to this other girl. And that girl just wanted to be her friend. This happened back in the 80s. That girl came and picked her up one night. She lied to that popular girl and was like, we're going to go to a party. She just wanted to get that girl out in the car and was like, why don't you like me? Blah, blah, blah. Well, the popular girl, she started in on that girl. And then she got out of the car and was like, you're a freak. So she walked. They was parked in a church parking lot. So she walked to the nearest house and got that guy to take her home. Well, the other girl followed him. And after that guy dropped her off and got out of sight, the popular girl was up there trying to get in her door. The parents was gone. And the unpopular girl comes up and stabs her to death. It's 20, 30 years later before they found out who did it. They blamed a girl that dressed up goth all the time. All the kids in the school blamed that girl and bullied her so much that she had to switch schools. She actually wrote a book about what happened and stuff. But yeah, she was bullied and accused of killing somebody. She was completely innocent. Actually, the girl that murdered her was like a straight A student. My daughter's your age, CC, and she is feisty just like you. She never let people treat someone bad, but parents and children are so different now. No one wants to get involved. I know. Nobody wants to get involved. You know, that one girl, cross-eyed Brandy, she used to intimidate me in school because I saw her getting fights, but she'd always pick fights with somebody that was weaker than her. And I'll be honest, that day I stood up to her and told her, she said, I'm going to kick your ass after lunch. I said, let's get it now. I was a little bit scared, but I didn't let her know it. She backed down quick. Spina bifida? Yeah, I think that's what the little boy has. He was born that way. It's something that they check you for when you're pregnant to see if the baby's going to have it. That might have been what it is. He's the sweetest little boy and the cutest. I was watching Stranger Things last night, and the girl who was being bullied at a roller rink by Miss Popular, girl picked up roller skates, slammed it into the popular girl's face. They arrested her. Well, I hope it didn't kill her. That's good enough for her. I mean, if you're bullying somebody and they beat the hell out of you, don't cry about it. Don't cry about it, wuss, because you asked for it. And I'm going to tell you what, back a cat into a corner or a dog into a corner and see what happens to you. They'll come out fighting every time. You better watch out for people that's quiet and well-mannered, because they will mess your crap up. They will kick your ass. My little brother's dad was like that. You never heard him say nothing bad about nobody or anything, but his brother-in-law was being mean to my little brother's dad's parents. He shot him in the freaking head. I mean, this guy had come in and he was trying to hurt this older couple. And my little brother's dad shot him in the head. That was years ago before him and my mom was ever together. Yeah, but he didn't go to jail for it. Self-defense. He's defending his parents. That guy didn't die, though. But he did. It's so weird they both was named Larry. So Larry shot Larry in the head. Not just broke her nose. Yeah, well, she can get that fixed. Hopefully she knows. Oh, it was on Stranger Things, though, so it's not real. I watched a couple seasons of that, and I haven't watched it in a long time. I'm dying for American Horror Story to come back on, and I want to go see the new Hocus Pocus movie. Stranger Things, I didn't think I'd get into it, but I really got in. I think I watched like season 1, 2, and 3. I stood up for my friend, walked away. Lakita and Crystal to the bullies came up from behind, kicked me in the knees, and I'm told to kick me in the head with steel-toed boots. When I woke up, I was also suspended. Oh, that's bull crap. Get kicked in the head with steel-toed boots? Watched the first 2 seasons, but lost interest in it. Yeah. Remy, I'm on season 5 now. Oh, speaking of weirdos and weird shows, let's see what that was about. Lori. Remember I was telling you there's going to be a Netflix documentary? It's really following Kobe Ryan's journey through this tragedy. I saw a news article about it, and I just want to pull it up and share the screen because her damn eyebrows. I thought my eyebrows was in bad shape because I messed mine up. But she's looking rough, y'all. Lori's looking rough. I don't know what kind of blush she's got on. Watched House of Dragon last night. Really? Oh, really? Did you like that, Mike? I'll probably like it if you did. Let's see. Let's see what Cult Mom's doing. Look at that. Blood. Oh, girl, look at them wrinkles. You're getting wrinkled in jail. Documentary looks at cult mom Lori Vallow through the eyes of the people who knew her best. Well, we already know all about her. She is a weirdo. Oh, look at them roots. Oh, honey, you got gray hair. Oh, Lord, you're looking rough. 3-part documentary premiering on Netflix next month attempts to understand how cult mom Lori Vallow went from 11 wife and mother to suspect in the murders of her 2 children. I never do. I mean, I don't think she was 11 wife and mother, for number one. It just appeared that way, people. The dramatic trailer for Sins of Our Mother opens with, let's read these ads. Opens with another of Vallow's children, Kobe Ryan, on the phone with his mother while she's in jail awaiting trial. I'm not good, he tells her. I would have never thought you would have ever done me like this, he says. What is it you think that I've done, she replies. Interviews with Ryan and other relatives are interspersed with clips of Vallow competing in 2004 Mistress Texas pageant. Oh, God, we don't want to see her in a bikini again, in which she says that being a good wife and mother are important to her, but adds that she's basically a ticking time bomb. Well, we know she's always been a crazy bitch. And clips of her apocalyptic husband speaking about the end of times. Vallow's story first hit the news with the disappearance of Joshua J.J. Vallow, age 7, Tally Ryan, age 17, in the fall of 2020. It soon spread nationwide as Vallow and her new husband, Chad Dunbell, stopped cooperating with authorities and fled to Hawaii, where Vallow was eventually arrested and brought back to Idaho. Investigators began looking into the deaths of Daybell's first wife, Tammy Daybell, who died just weeks before Dunbell married Vallow. And then there was the death of Vallow's husband, Charles Vallow, who was shot to death by her brother 2 months before the marriage. And then, June 2021, investigators found the bodies of JJ and Tylee buried on the property owned by Chad Dunbell. They were indicted on charges of first-degree murder for the deaths of the children, later for the death of Tammy Daybell. Vallow has also been charged with conspiracy to commit murder in the death of her late husband. Sins of Our Mother says that the Vallows, Lori and Charles, appeared to have the ideal marriage. But her beliefs have become a lot more extreme, the trailer says. After she met Chad Dumbbell, she changed. Oh, let's blame everything on him, even though, he's a freak too. But let's just blame it all on him. He done all this to her. She had to have been already weird in her head to even like that piece of shit. Okay, Daybell teaches of an apocalypse to come. The only righteous people will survive. Well, they damn sure ain't going to survive it. He says he can distinguish evil spirits from the good spirits. Isn't that something? He says that, and he's like an evil spirit himself. Before his death, Charles wrote that Lori calls her own daughter a dark spirit. Colby Ryan, however, doesn't believe his mother was under the sway of Chad Daybell. As he says in the trailer, my mom was just playing every card on everybody. Lori Vallow has many faces, that of a mother, sister, wife, and a liar. Sins of Our Mother, directed by Sky Borgman, told E! News, I don't know if we will ever know exactly what motivated Lori to commit such unspeakable crimes. To formulate any answer, we must look at Lori through the eyes of the people who knew her best. The documentary premieres on September 14th. We're going to watch a little clip of it. If we can, I may have to trim this out of my video later. Let's see if I can go over here and meet.
How are you, Baba?
I'm not good, Mom.
You're so sorry.
Are you sorry for me? Or are you sorry for my siblings?
I would never thought you would have ever done something like this. What is it that you think that I've done?
Is this the end of it?
Bring me a...
What the crap? I can't get it either.
We did have a wonderful family before this happened.
Well, hello.
My mom has spent her whole life protecting us kids.
Being a good mom is very important to me and a good wife.
Honestly, Lori and Charles looked like they had the ideal marriage, but her beliefs had become a lot more extreme. After she met Chad Daybell, she changed.
Who the hell is Chad Daybell?
We can prepare ourselves to survive through these trials.
Chad Daybell believes there will be an apocalypse. The people that are righteous survive, and that he can distinguish evil spirits from good spirits.
I fought in this war for millennia.
2 detectives come and knock on the door. Is Tylee or JJ here? I was like, Tylee, my sister? I call my mom, and her phone's dead.
Charles wrote, she calls her own daughter a dark spirit. My throat fell in my stomach.
If you are very dark, your spirit has left your body. You're a zombie now. And the only way to free your spirit is to kill the body.
I had this feeling in my spirit.
So what's going on tonight?
I can't get in touch with my kids.
Something felt wrong.
This case quickly became a national story.
Where are your kids?
Lori, please let us know that JJ's okay. Please just let us know. We need to see him.
Is JJ safe? He is safe and happy.
911, what's the emergency there?
My mom was just playing every card on everybody.
I'm sorry that you don't really fully understand the situation.
Being all those things together is not easy, so I'm basically a ticking time bomb.
Belief really will take you to a different place.
Okay, am I unmuted now? Now it's going to work. That looks like it's going to be a good documentary, y'all. I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna have to borrow somebody's Netflix or get my own because I don't have Netflix. Look how much she's aged, y'all. She don't got that fancy makeup. Look, she got that old. Look like she rubbed an M&M up her damn cheek right there. She's getting old. I'm going to age shame her because she's a piece of crap and she's a weirdo. I don't do normal good people this way, just for the record. Look at her. Look at that hair. It's not all done up. Got some gray coming out. I'm sure that blue toenail polish she was so proud of, she got done in Hawaii, is long gone by now. She'll never see no more of that. The only way she's going to be able to paint her toenails is if she uses a permanent marker, like a little Sharpie or something. Oh, evil bitch. You know what? I can't wait to see her convicted and Chad Dunbell. And I want to see them put to death. I'd love to be there when they put them to death. Really. Actually, they should be put to death the same way that they done Tylee and JJ. And Vicky, I agree. She wanted the money and to hurt JJ's grandparents in order to get JJ and her daughter was JJ's protector. Exactly. Dog the bounty hunter with Pebbles Flintstone hairdo. I know it. Oh, I know. Colby, he is such a good guy. You can tell. I mean, he can't help what his old weirdo mom has done. Of course not. He was trying to find out where his siblings was at. Can you imagine being him? And your mom killed your siblings like this? Everybody in the world freaking knows it. It's just crazy. I don't blame Chad all the way. Yes, he's a weirdo. He's responsible too. But Lori was their mother. She was responsible for protecting them, loving and caring for them. It's more her fault, in my opinion. I can't help it if she's schizophrenic or whatever the hell she is. I mean, there's just no excuse for this. No excuse. Hold on, I'm getting a face wipe out. I hope they hang the bitch in the town square. Damn, hang her up and set her on fire like they used to do the witches. She wanted JJ for Social Security payments. She was pissed off. Charles changed his life insurance policy. She was pissed off over that. And I think that's one reason she wouldn't let Kate have JJ. She'd rather seen JJ dead than Kate have him. Can you imagine how they feel? They trusted her to adopt their grandson. Their son's, I think it's their son's son, right? And anyway, and she ends up murdering him. I bet they were freaked out when her and Charles first started separating and getting a divorce and stuff. I bet they was freaked out because, legally Lori was his mother. That had to worry them. Prayers for them. Larry and Kay, they're good people. I just love Larry. You can tell he is a good man. Okay, she seems like a nice lady. Larry's more, he's more talkative and stuff. Kay seems like she's a little reserved, bless her heart. Look, my mom's like that. I have always had the thought of might not win. Oh, I'm way behind in chat. Way behind. Let me look at my phone. Anyways, guys, let me see. What day did that say that's coming out? Let me scroll back down here if I can. I'm getting right there. It's Chromebook over the hill. Don't want to work. Documentary premieres September 14th. Netflix, Sins of a Mother. I tell you what, that damn Lifetime movie made me sick. Her and Chad kissing and stuff. I mean, it really wasn't her and Chad, but like the actors were kissing and stuff, doing them love scenes, made me sick. I blame both of them, and I'm with you, CC. Those were her children, for God's sake. I would pull the lever on death row for both of them. Me too. And I wouldn't wear no black mask over my face. I'd want them looking at me in the eyes while I did it. I know that's awful of me to say, but hey, I'm all about an eye for an eye. That's the way these weirdos should be done. However they kill their victim, that's how they should be put to death. I've got to finish up lunch, finish up some stuff. Have a great day, CC. Good to see you. Bye, everyone. Good to see you, Remy. Come back anytime, hon. I haven't seen you around a lot lately. You've been in that other community. See, Mitch, you still haven't seen it. You need to go watch that Cult Mom movie. Yeah. You need to go watch it. But I thought it was dumb to make that movie before they've had their trials and been convicted. You know they're going to be convicted. I know they are. There's no doubt in my mind. They're as good as gone. They're getting ready to be booked and cooked. Anyways, if you're going to watch that movie, beware. You see a love scene, them kissing and stuff. It was so disgusting. She must like fat boys or something. Weirdo fat boys. I bet Chad cheated on Tammy a lot when he would go, give those whatever he done, talking about his stupid books. I do not believe he had near-death experiences. And I do not believe he saw spirits and stuff. He's crazy. He's a con man, I believe. They did that with Amanda Knox, too. Yeah, I don't know about that girl. Sometimes I think that girl's guilty. I mean, they was in there, the police, her friend been brutally murdered, stabbed to death, and her boyfriend's outside. The news is there, and they film them hugged up, kissing and going on. Sure didn't act like they just found the dead body of their friend. I know a lot of people think that she's innocent. I personally think she's guilty. I could be wrong. Her and Lorena Bobbitt's good friends. They did a podcast together. And their podcast was about, how people on social media and in the media convicted them for they was tried. Oh, yeah, Chad cheated. Can you imagine wanting to sleep with Chad? Hell to the no, that old pig-looking face. That big old fat belly. Looked like he had a fat belly to me, which I like a man with some meat on their bones, but Chad grosses me out. Totally grosses me out. He probably was obsessed with Lori. Their blonde hair and stuff. Because Tammy, she's a pretty woman, of course, but she was totally different from Lori, the way she dressed and her hair and makeup and stuff. She's a nut as Jodi Arias with her head snap. Jodi Arias, God, that's a good Lifetime movie, too, they made about her. But she's pure evil. I mean, she murdered this guy because he didn't want really nothing to do with her. He just wanted a piece of ass from her every now and then. But anyways, I'm going to get off here, guys. I've got to get myself put together and get some things done. If Miss Nettie is listening, hey, thank you for the gift we got in the mail for Cleo. I'm going to put up a video. I've opened the box, but I haven't opened up the package yet because I wanted to get Cleo and Zoe on video because they're usually nosy right over there looking, if you get something in the mail or carrying groceries. But I wanted to do a thank you video and show off what Miss Nettie sent them. But anyways, y'all have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all tomorrow if nothing happens. Be safe, be kind, and peace. And thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are so respectful in the chat, and I appreciate it.